Hi, welcome back to another segment on Christian meditation and mindfulness. My name is Pastor Amie. We hope that this practice that has lots of centuries, even millennia of use in our Christian tradition and in our Bible will bring you peace and will bring you clarity and will bring you joy as you spend time with the Lord through mindfulness and meditation. Today, we are talking about meditation for when you feel restless. And if mindfulness and meditation is a new kind of practice for you, I encourage you to go to the basics video and start there, and then come back and practice this segment right after that. So as a review, as we enter into the space of mindfulness and meditation in our Christian tradition, I want to remind you that there are three things that are needed, and only three things. It's our breath, our body, and the presence of God. So as we begin, I first just remind you and invite you to get comfortable where you're sitting or where you're laying and relax in a position that feels at ease to you in your body, and begin slow and deep and intentional breaths. I invite you to continue this practice of deep breathing throughout this entire segment, remembering that every single breath is a gift from God. Let's take a couple of breaths, just connecting to our body and to God in this moment as we breathe in and think or say thank, and breathe out and think or say you. Thank you. Now, the feeling of restlessness can be caused by many things. It can have mental health or medical sort of connections. It can be a symptom of anxiety, depression. It can be a side effect of a medication, a symptom of withdrawal, ADHD. There are all sorts of pushes and pulls on our bodies from within and from without that can bring us into a state of restlessness. And one thing that's beautiful is practicing meditation or mindfulness is one of the suggestions to help with that. Deep breathing, calming the nerves, the body through meditation. But as we practice Christian mindfulness, I want to bring our awareness to some spiritual causes of restlessness that might be in the mix of our complicated system today. There's a famous quote from St. Augustine of Hippo in the book Confessions, where he writes to God, "You arouse us so that praising you might bring us joy." As you listen, please continue to breathe in and out. He goes on to say, "Because you, God, have made us and drawn us to yourself, and our heart is restless until it finds its rest in you." Our heart is restless in a spiritual sense until it finds its rest in you. So today we're going to do a meditation and use an image from Psalm 131 to guide us. And I'm going to read the first three verses of Psalm 131. Feel free to close your eyes. Remember to be aware of what's happening in your body as you soak in these words, and continue to stay connected to your breath and aware of the presence of God. Psalm 131. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me. If the source of your restlessness is getting stuck in a circle or a mind repetition of things that are out of your control, I invite you to get off of that wheel and release yourself. Verse 2 goes on to say, "But I have calmed and quieted myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content." Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forevermore. So let's enter into this practice using this imagery to guide us. Continue to take deep and slow breaths. There's nothing expected of you in this moment. If you can go back to a place, maybe in your memory, or maybe if you don't have something like that accessible to you, or a safe memory like that, maybe in your imagination, I invite you to go to a place of being a child. And in your childlikeness, a place of being free of worry and free of care. Why? Because you are being held. The image is being held by a mother. And if you don't have a good connection with that sort of imagery, it can be held by any greater and more powerful and safe adult. And as we continue breathing, and as we allow ourselves to be held, truly, ultimately, this is an image and a metaphor for being held by God. And in the embrace, whether it's in a rocking chair, whether it's snuggled up in covers, whether it's being carried, this place is a place of safety. This embrace is warm, is secure, is comforting. And invite yourself to just relax into this embrace of God. Because our hearts will be restless until they find our rest in the God who wants to embrace us, wants to carry us, wants us to know that we are safe, secure, that we are known, our needs, our wants, our thoughts, all of it are known to this God. And as this God holds you, release your need and your desire to know everything, to figure things out, to provide or protect yourself. Let this God and this embrace bring calmness to your body as you breathe, to your nerves as you let go, and to your heart as you surrender to this loving embrace. 5 more breaths in this place. One last deep cleansing breath. Thank the Lord for this embrace that you can return to at any time. I wish you peace, blessings, shalom.